touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And the 49er first down.
Here we go, here we go.
20! To throw is Garoppolo. And it's caught off the deflection. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. These two teams, the Saints and Niners, they played maybe the game of the year in the NFL in 2019. Had 94 points between them. Lead changes left and right. Breeze had 5 touchdowns, 4 for Garoppolo, and you might remember the catch and stiff-arming run by George Kittle where he just refused to go down. And then in the end, it was Robbie Gould who would kick the field goal as time expired, and the Niners would win it 48-46. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
44-yard line.
From the 44, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. This is Mostert. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 22, Garoppolo. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but net.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
The kick is good.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Niners 7, Saints nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. at their own 28-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Kamara. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 62 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On second down, Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Breeze. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But now it's third down. On the ground, Kamara. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, this from 48. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
That sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Sliding out of the pocket, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a gain of 11, and it's third down.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, 49ers 7.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And the 49ers.
Now Mostert. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Garoppolo now gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Complete.
23 yards on the play. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down, and you can get him the football in the passing game. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
The 2-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now, this is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And that makes it 14-10.
Good. Makes the score Niners 14. Saints.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
The handoff to Albert.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Waiting on it will be Richie James. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 27-yard line.
From the 27, Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And the 49er first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
The kick is good.
And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Niners 21, Saints 10.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. On the return, it's James. And he'll be to get it up past the 45. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo rolling to his right. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On the handoff, this is Mostert, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. David Onyemata there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
On the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And
we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season, as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive, and also give him a 1st down.
At the 40-yard line.
Breeze gets rid of it quickly, out wide to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quinton Williams. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Taken down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, 49ers.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. Mostert. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Garoppolo able to get this complete to Ayuk, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the 49er first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Grant Haley in on the stop.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now a give to Mostert running right. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line, because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 is a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Now Breeze finding Kamara, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
35-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, 35 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. What's good on the extra point? And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Second down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a third and long.
It brings up third down.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo out to his left. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. And this returnable for Harris. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At the 4.
Breeze now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Breeze now. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They run. It's Kamara. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll look to Mostert to start things out.
Number 31.
Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with the tackle.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, San Francisco.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 24. Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This is Mostert. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Flushed out right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Breeze to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
And they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. There's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 23.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And this time will be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Mostert, the ball.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Here's Mostert, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it second and goal.
At the 11-yard line.
Now Garoppolo. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them. And
that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he's got it up and
through. Niners 41. Saints 20.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the
off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Breeze now on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On play action, it's Breeze. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. To throw is Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night.
Loss on the play. Brings up
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. Left side here to Sanders. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down.
Here's Mostert. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, Mostert. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.
No, but I'm on this every day.